Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic as always. Today we are streaming the first group, well it's not the first group flight, but it's our first group flight stream. If you're unsure of what these group flights are, essentially they are point-to-point group flights, point-to-point flights that we announce ahead of time. We recently understood the frustration of events being rather sporadic and spontaneous and random, and the idea of these group flights, if I apologize if you heard me say this already, is to just let you know ahead of time that we're going to do a group flight, to give you a bit more of a heads up that one of these are coming around. So that's what group flights are about. If you'd like to find out more about them, of course, click the link in the top line of the description to find out more about this event and group flights in general. But yeah, just a general sort of summary of what the group flights are. They are events that are also announced ahead of time, just like the fly-ins and fly-outs. With that being said, for today's group flight, we're flying from Vancouver over to Calgary. Pretty nice route, very scenic, and in particular for me, we've done this route before, but the other way around. This was the first flight that I ever streamed. Obviously, Calgary to Vancouver, you know, when I first started streaming here at Infinite Flight. So it has a special place in my heart as well. But today we're flying the brand new Flair Airlines livery here in Infinite Flight. It's pretty nice. I haven't flown it yet, so this is my first time flying with it. It's pretty cool. For some reason, and I don't know if this is just me, but I look at this, I don't know if it's the livery, or just the way it looks, but the 737-800, I don't know if it's the livery that it's wearing, but it looks longer than I'm used to, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I don't know. It looks like a 737-900. Anyway, with that being said, let's say some hellos to those of you in the chat right now. I really don't want to stall for too long because I know it's going to get very, very busy at this airport, or at least I think it's going to get busy anyway. But Anshul, what's up? Southwest 2115 Gonzo, how's it going? Buddy Boy Alpha, Jamel, Dream Bigger, what's going on? Jinko, welcome to the stream. Swavey, Air Pilot Bro, what's up? Welcome, good to see you here. Ron Boeing 747, hello, you are next to me, what's up, enjoy the flight. Hopefully you can all come and join us today. It's going to take around 1 hour, the flight time I can imagine at the very most, unless we receive vectors. That's not including the brakes off to brakes on, of course, the taxi out and taxi in time when we arrive at Calgary. But I'd like to start promptly. I'd like to get pushed back as quick as possible so that we're not sitting here for too long. So with that being said, Aviator Moin, what's up, welcome to the stream. Let's go. Let's contact ATC. We're pretty much ready for pushback. We can go ahead and detach the jet bridge because you no longer need that. The weight and balance and all of the good stuff is already done and complete. So if you are flying with us today, then of course copy my flight plan to fly the exact same route that we are flying today here on this stream. How was your Easter? My Easter was good. Had some it was actually quite a busy Easter, if I'm completely honest with you, but a very exciting one. Not because it was Easter, but Liv and I, I'm happy to announce, we have got our first apartment together. So we're moving out. The office won't change. The streams will still remain like here with this cool background or whatever, but we're moving out. It's very exciting. So very busy times, very busy Easter, and a lot of things all over the place. But that's enough of that. Let's concentrate on the flight. So anyway, over to ground then. The KC, thank you so much for the service, by the way. Let's request pushback to 8 left. I believe that's the only runway in use right now. So there might be some delays on departure, but we'll see. We'll see. We're engaged. No, we're not engaged. We're not engaged. We've just got an apartment. That doesn't mean we're engaged. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've got a coffee beside me to keep me going today. I'm not actually too tired, but I decided to have one in this mug actually. It's really old. I've had this for. I'm trying not to spill my coffee, but it has some planes on it. I like it. It was one of my AvGeek mugs when I was like really young. Lee's Aviation was up. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here, Lee. Let's see. Hopefully we receive our pushback clearance in just a moment. That's one thing to mention actually, Lee. For some reason, as you just joined, it jogged my memory that this week, this Saturday coming, Saturday the 22nd of April, we are hosting an in-person, that's right, in-person community meetup at Zurich Airport this Saturday. So if you're, around the area for whatever reason and you haven't yet you figured out that we're hosting a meetup there, then definitely stop by and say hello. We're hoping to, of course, be hosting this event on the observation deck, so we can do plane spotting all day, and God knows what else, maybe bus tours if there's availability, airside bus tours, we'll see. We would love to hang out with you. Of course, the thread itself is pinned at the top of the community forum if you'd like to find out more about that. Member for 2 months now, said Siren. Hey there, how are you doing? Just finished EKCH to Washington, Dallas. Nice, I'm doing good. Gonzo's never been to Zurich. Zurich Airport, Switzerland in the chat. Yes, Zurich Airport. Zurich Airport. We're going to be there this Saturday. Me and Cam are going to be at Zurich Airport this Saturday. We're hosting an official Infinite Flight community meetup. See you there. Right. Let's see then. It would be nice to get out of it ASAP. I'm sure ATC is very busy right now. The map's looking quite full. I'll be honest with you. You can see very many airplane icons on the map right now and a huge, big, fat line at 8 left. So I can imagine we're not going to get airborne. I hate to say it, but within the next maybe 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. Gonzo, by the way, just gifted 10 memberships. Gonzo, you're a legend. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for gifting memberships to 10 lucky people who are watching right now. And James Aviation has been a first officer member for 2 months. I do small flights and post them on my YouTube channel. Shout out to James Aviation. Hello, enjoy the wait. I can answer. Are you airborne already? I saw you push back around 10 minutes or so ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. I can imagine you're already gone. Anshul's also coming to the meetup. But yeah, we're Zurich Airport do some really awesome things. Actually, it's a really neat airport. They do airside bus tours where essentially they drive you around the ramp area and then park you next to the runway where you can take photos and watch planes taking off from literally right next to the runway. TBC is to be confirmed, but if there's availability on the day, we might do that. I don't think we'll comp your of course tickets to that. Maybe we'll do maybe a couple of giveaways there in person for tickets. But it's to be confirmed. Of course, if there's availability, we'll go in 2 separate groups on airside bus tours, which will be absolutely fantastic. It'll be really, really fun. Lee's Aviation said he reckons Zurich Airport has the best spotting location. I think it does. I don't know any other airport, maybe there are some, but Zurich in particular, that literally take you airside on a bus to watch planes. That in itself is really cool. And of course, you don't even have to go airside to be able to go on the... Well, you have to go through security, but I wouldn't say it's airside. You're basically standing on top of the terminal looking down at the airplanes for like £5 or whatever it is. That's pretty sweet, if you ask me. Right, there we go. Pushback approved. Expect 8 left. Right, let's get going then. Parking brake off. Over to push. There we go. Beacon light can come on. We're rolling. Engines are going to start. We'll push back to the right. Should have done the tug view, actually. Yeah, Zurich Airport's so chill. Honestly, you would never see something like that in the UK. If you did, I'd be surprised. Well, there we go. Frankfurt has one. Amsterdam also has one. It's pretty... Why don't we do that in England? Disappointing. Engine 1 firing up. Airside tour is elite, said Chris. Chris will also be there this weekend. And again, just to reiterate on that, for those of you who might have just tuned in, we are going to be at Zurich Airport this Saturday in person for a community meetup. If you'd like to find out more about that, it's the last time I'll say it, go to our community forum, community.infiniteflight.com, and it's pinned more or less at the very top of all of the threads globally. So take a look at that if you're interested. Anyway, we're finally pushing back, which is nice. How's it's Monday today, isn't it? How's everyone's Monday so far? How's it going? That's pretty chill. Are you a freighter pilot? No, I'm not a. What do you mean? Am I a freighter pilot? Right. Engine 2 firing up. That was an alright pushback. Not too bad. Swear we had school today. Yeah, it's school for a lot. I think it's the first day back to school for a lot of people in the UK, actually. Unfortunately. We use flaps 5. Trying to remember if it's 5 or 10 for the 7. I'm pretty sure it's 5. We're quite light today anyway, so 5 should be fine. We'll use around 20% trim. We can go ahead and detach the tug. We don't need that anymore. There we go. Turn off the APU in just a moment. And request taxi. with information Lima. Hop into the flight deck for the taxi so it's not too loud. There we go, taxi to 8 left and contact tower when ready. We're rolling. We're doing it. Is there a giveaway today? Yeah, good question. Yeah, there will be a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway a little later on in the stream, maybe just before the TOD. We'll do an active user giveaway again. Unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with it, but the keyword giveaway isn't really working. Nightbot seems to be broken, which is quite frustrating because the keyword giveaways were fun, especially when we done them in a quiz fashion. But we'll just do an active user giveaway, you know, towards the end of the stream, like we've done in the previous few. So we'll do a month subscription, something along those lines. Maybe 1 or 2. We'll see how I'm feeling towards the end.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. You're on an active airport. Please contact Vancouver.
What's going on here then?
127.5.
Holding position.
127 point. What was that?
Vancouver ground.
Contact ground on 127.50. Okay, with you. Not sure what happened. Maybe the frequency split then, and I had to go to the different frequency. Aviator Griff, what's up? How's it going? You've been in the UK recently. Taxi to A left and contact tower and ready. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you've been in the UK recently, I believe, Griff. How was it? How was your trip to Duxford? Yeah, this is funny. Lee's Aviation has to wake up at 2 a.m. for a flight to Zurich. And Anshul has to actually... I think he's just staying awake all night, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I have to get to the airport for around 5 a.m. Maybe just a bit before. And you might call me weird for this. Liv called me weird for this earlier. I was like, Liv, can you do me a lift to the airport on Saturday? She was like, yeah, sure. But can you take me a little bit earlier to the south terminal, even though I need to go to the north terminal? Because I like the shuttle. It's just fun. You get dropped to the south, you walk through terminal, you know, airport vibes. And then you get on the shuttle that takes you to the north terminal. What's wrong with that? I personally don't think that's weird. But that's maybe because I like planes and airports. I don't know. Is that weird? I don't think it is. How do I get the pull feature, the push and pull feature? The pull feature isn't available. It's only available to staff at the moment. It was originally a feature that we were trying to introduce, and we discussed this in a previous live stream. If you'd like to watch back through that, literally the last live stream, the staff panel that we did, we answered as many questions as we possibly could. That stream is now timestamped. Every single important part of that stream is timestamped, and I believe I did timestamp the push and pull feature on that. But just a very quick summary on why we haven't added the push and pull feature yet. Well, the push is there, but the pull isn't. The reason why you can't pull aircraft is because there was a roadblock in terms of ATC. You need to be able to request to push and pull to a specific area of the airport, for example. And at the time, when we added the pull feature, it didn't really make much sense, especially when you can't see the tug pulling the aircraft and you can't request that sort of pull through ATC, for example. Butter Zero is back, member for 16 months. What's going on, Butter Zero? Good to see you back. Dan, you'll get to take the shuttle at Zurich. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do the shuttle at Zurich if I can. Dan, do we have a rough time frame? Sorry, for the Virgin Atlantic A330 Neo. At the moment, no. I haven't seen it for myself, unfortunately, but hopefully that can come soon. Ricky's Aviation, welcome to the stream. So we're pretty much here. This is what the line's looking like at the moment. Shouldn't be. I can imagine we'll be airborne. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We've been live now for 15, 16 minutes. Hopefully, within 15 minutes, we can be on our way to Calgary. But anyway, until then, of course, I'm more than happy to answer questions and have a good old chit chat with you folks in the chat. Let's slow down then. Let's not taxi into the back of this aircraft. I'm not sure if I turn the APU off. It can come off now. There we go. Not too sure why the strobes are on in front, though. Shouldn't have your strobes on whilst taxiing. Quick tutorial with Dan. Unless you're crossing the runway, of course. When's the Zurich trip thing? Said Lewis. This Saturday coming. It's not a virtual meetup. It is an in-person meetup at Zurich Airport. I understand that plane tickets are quite expensive, so of course don't feel pressured into buying one of them, and some of them are just far too ridiculous anyway. But flying from the UK, if you're watching from the UK and you'd like to attend this meetup, flights are actually looking relatively cheap. My EasyJet flights were, I think, £160, so not a huge deal. Man, this is really realistic. A delayed stream, and of course, Flair is the highlighted air. A Flair? I mean, I don't know too much about this airline. Are they quite a delayed airline then? Is there realism there? Dan, will you start posting videos or start doing streams on Aviator Dan again? Right, okay, we might as well address the elephant in the room whilst we're here. Yes, I intend on streaming again very soon on the Aviator Dan channel. So it's coming back. It's not going to be as serious, but it's yes, I intend on having a bit of fun over there in my spare time. This is so cool, you're right behind me. Awesome. Nice. Tyler, welcome to Infinite Flight, first and foremost. If you would like to find out more on how to use Infinite Flight, you could, of course, go to the tutorials playlist on our YouTube channel, where you're at right now, to find out lots of different things regarding flying and even controlling in Infinite Flight. And, of course, you can also visit our user guide as well on our website if you would like to find out different ways to get involved and learn different things in Infinite Flight. Dan, has your Discord closed down? I can't find it. Yeah, Rowan, my Discord has closed down. I honestly, I know I say yes, I'm going to stream on my own channel again. That honestly doesn't mean the Discord's coming back. It's not coming back. I don't have the time for a Discord server, unfortunately. I don't have the time to manage it. I manage the Infinite Flight Discord server. That's enough for me. So, there we go. Bruh, I'm from Mozambique, and my ticket is too expensive. I can imagine. Yes, it's quite expensive. Any new Challenger 350 updates since the last stream? Ben, none at the moment. The latest and greatest updates regarding the Challenger 350 are all in the latest teaser video, if you haven't seen that already. Angel, curious, are you airborne? Turn off one of your engines to save fuel. Queue time is long. Yeah, it's quite long. In your opinion, would you prefer to see the Max or the Neos added to Infinite Flight? I personally would like to see the Neos more than the Maxes. I don't know if that's biased because I've only ever flown on Neos. Fun fact, I'm going to be flying on a 737 Max for the first time in June. Which is, I don't know what to think of it, and it's with Ryanair, so it's even more questionable. I think it'll be fine, right? And then I'll be able to give you my opinion on the Max once I've been on one. Chris is first in line for takeoff. Nice. There won't be any work in progress shots today, unfortunately. Lee's Aviation agreeing there. The thing is, like, I think even after being on the 737 Max, I still think I'll prefer the Neos. I just think they look nicer. Stansted to Paphos, right? Yes, Ricky's Aviation, that's correct. Ryanair from Stansted to Paphos. So not only am I going on a 737 Max, but I'm also going on it for 4 hours. So it's the real test. It's the real test. I'm not airborne, decided to be nice and join the queue instead of cutting in. Oh, I see, okay. Lee's an Airbus fan. Oh, yeah, I think I'm an Airbus fan. Over any other manufacturer, I think I'm more of an Airbus person. Dan, is it good to charge your device whilst doing a flight? Baller Mike, there shouldn't be any issues with charging your device whilst running Infinite Flight. The only thing I would personally recommend is if you're doing, for short hauls, it should be fine. But if you're doing a long haul flight, I would highly recommend turning automatic low power mode on, turning your volume down, and completely turning down your brightness. Otherwise, your device, I don't know, it might get hot. The stuff that you don't really want to happen. So, and of course, if you have your device on full brightness, full volume, at full performance, the battery isn't going to like that. So, just keep that in mind. Dan, what runway are you landing, Rowan? Hoping for 17 right at Calgary, I believe. I believe Laura is airborne on her way to Los Angeles right now. Yes, she is. She is on her way to LA. Hope she's having a good time. I wish I could be flying. Not long now.
Vancouver ground. Flare 5180. Ready to taxi with information.
Oh, I need to taxi.
November 592 Echo Charlie Super. Air Canada 1949.
See what's going on.
Back approved. Expect runway
Dan, flaps 5, more like you need flaps 10, if not 15. Honestly, flaps 5 is used more frequently than you think in a 737, or at least I believe so anyway. Flaps 15 is quite excessive, and I'd only use flaps 15 if I was relatively heavy, but I think, especially because we've only got around 2 hours of fuel, we're relatively light today, we're not carrying a full load, we should be fine with flaps 5 and around 20% trim. Jason is also on his way to LAX. He is, yes.
Flare 357. Golf Lima Uniform Charlie Kilo. Taxi to runway 8 right. Contact tower when ready. Air Canada 3212.
Yeah, flaps 10 to 15 is when you're heavy, said Ricky's Aviation. I thought so. Thank you for the clarification on that, though. Aircraft landing. Yeah, so the reason why we might have a few delays on departure here is because the runway is, of course, being used for arrivals as well as departures. So every once in a while, an aircraft will come into land, so we'll have to wait for them. See, I know everything, Dan. Yes, you do, Chris. You know everything. You know everything.
Delta 294. 2 taxi arrow 24 kilo.
Shout out Dynasty 001 ahead. No, because you asked. There we go. Shout out.
Request permission to cross runway 13.
Vancouver ground. X-ray Tango Mike Hotel Oscar. Ready for pushback with
Drink my coffee before it gets too cold. I'm probably going to burn my mouth, but...
Foxtrot Oscar Golf Yankee Tango. Hold position. X-ray Tango Mike Hotel Oscar. Pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
See, even virtual pilots need a coffee.
Air Canada 236. Ready to taxi to runway 8 right.
Do you have any routes planned for the Challenger 350 and can it cross the Atlantic? I want to say yes, it can cross the Atlantic. I think it has pretty decent range. I don't have any flights planned though. The other day I did an 18-hour session with it with a couple of stops. But yeah, it's a pretty nice plane, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it when it comes out. Like Tyler said in the previous stream, it's the plane that you didn't realise you needed. It's actually a really neat little aeroplane, and of course it opens up the opportunities to fly a lot of custom routes, which is nice.
Flare 471. Pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right. Vancouver ground. Flare 777. Ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Lima.
Chris has managed to do a transatlantic flight with the Challenger 350.
Flare 357. Taxi to runway 8 right. Contact tower when ready. Flare 777.
I say the A321neo is the plane we always needed. I love the 321neo. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Yeah, I think the Challenger, Lee said the Challenger has grown on him. I think the Challenger has definitely grown on me as well. I wasn't really too keen on it, if I was honest with you. And then after flying it a couple of times, like, yeah, it's a pretty cool plane.
Roger. Golf Lima Uniform Charlie Kilo.
X-ray Tango Mike Hotel Oscar. Taxi to runway 8 right. Contact tower when ready.
Crossing runway 13. X-ray Tango Mike Hotel Oscar.
Vancouver ground. Delta 294. Ready to taxi.
You're going on the, you're going to add, sorry, the Boeing 737 MAX 8. It's not confirmed at the moment.
Contact Vancouver tower on
Send and switch over to tower on 170. We'll cross departure 08 left, departing straight out. And we'll just be told that we're, I don't know, third in line, second in line for departure, something like that.
Departing straight out.
Oh, aircraft here. Saw them creep through the corner there. It's lucky I stopped in time.
Vancouver tower.
That's what I might do to save some space. It would have been actually more ideal if the WestJet turned right on this taxiway. I don't think it's going to really make a difference if I turn right now. Although maybe it will. I'm going to turn right just to save a bit of space. Can't go too far ahead because of course we'll taxi into the APU of this aircraft. But if I turn right here, should be able to fit at least 1 or 2 more planes in this sort of area. No one's using this this holding point, so I'll go for it. We're quite light anyway.
Thank you. Good day. Flare 773. Flare 911 Uniform Alpha. Hold short of runway 8 left.
Road rage. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan is road raging. And she was on the right. Oh, yeah, I see you there.
Flare 10,
Anthony as well.
line up and wait runway 8 right.
Yeah, you could easily fit 2 more planes in this area if you would just, you know, use the space we have.
Line up and wait runway 8
Airport
right.
is looking very busy right now.
1.
The route in
Air
itself,
Canada
a couple of aircraft already departed.
Line up and wait runway 8 right.
407 nautical mile flight. If I haven't said it already, we're cruising at flight level 350 today at Mach 0.78. Lee's Aviation said the plane that he's waiting for is the A380. Same here. I'm really excited for that one. Where did you fly on the 18-hour flight? It was Dubai to Bali, then Bali to New Zealand somewhere. Where was it? Wellington, I want to say.
Flare 911 uniform alpha. Flare 95. When able, turn right and contact.
But keep in mind that's like on a beta build. I don't know if its range is like that in real life.
Wind 060 at 12. Runway 8 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Vancouver Tower. Red Knight 378. Inbound on the ILS runway 8 left. Flare 210. Hold short of runway 8 right.
The frequent fly said, I'm on board a BA A350 right now, Dan. Golf X-Ray Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot. Where are you flying from and to?
Vancouver Tower, WestJet
It's taking a while. It is taking a while, yeah. Hopefully we can get airborne relatively soon. We've been live now for, well, precisely 29 minutes and 4 seconds. Right, here we go then. Let's make a bit of space here. Ah, Heathrow to LAX. Nice. Enjoy the flight. Wi-Fi must be holding up.
Good day. Flare 911 uniform alpha. Wind 060 at 12. Runway 8 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Right.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 8 left. Flare 911
I did request departure,
alpha. Air Canada
but there was no response from tower.
060 at 12.
That's
Runway
fine.
8
We'll hold
right.
short anyway.
Cleared for takeoff. Vancouver Tower. Air Canada 5635 heavy.
Mountains off in the distance there.
ILS runway 8
We'll be
right.
departing sort of over into this direction.
Runway 8 right. Air Canada 3212. Flare 95. Request
Dynasty over to our left.
frequency change.
Entering the runway.
Flare 95. Contact
Hold
Vancouver
short here.
Ground on 127.5. Contacting Vancouver ground on 127.5.
Oh, no, maybe not. Looks like there's a... oh, they're pushing back.
Flare 95.
They're pushing back.
Dynasty zeros, Alpha
Seems
Victor
legit.
Delta Alpha November.
Hold short of 8
Short of
left.
runway 8 left.
Roger that. Aircraft on short final. Let's watch them. Let's rate the landing if we can see them.
Line up and wait runway 8 right.
line up and wait runway
Oh, 8 right's now being used for departure. If I'd known that, I would have gone there.
Flare 210. Line up and wait runway 8 right. Line up and wait runway 8 right. Flare 210. Flare 101. Frequency change approved. Good day.
What are your thoughts on the flare livery? I think it's pretty cool.
Good day. Vancouver
It's like a highlighter. I don't know. It's
ready for departure and sequence at
it's like a
runway 8
green
right.
highlighter mixed with a whale.
Legend 1 heavy.
If you know what I mean.
Cross runway 8 right.
Killer whale.
Please expedite.
Crossing runway 8 right, Legend 1 heavy.
Vancouver Tower. Air Canada 5635 heavy. Inbound on the ILS
Meh.
runway 8
Nah,
right.
I don't like green. Alright, looks like not a lot of people like it.
Vancouver Tower,
Yeah.
Golf
It's cool in ways and not cool in others. So it's like, I have mixed emotions about it really. So, oh, right, let's put the coffee down. We're about to take off.
Runway 8 left.
Right, there we go. Let's see. Can we see them? There they go. Retro livery. Let's line up.
Line up and wait runway 8 left, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Strobes and landing lights coming on.
United 1106 is 12 nautical miles to the east at 5,700 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 8 right. Red Knight 378. When able,
Let's do
turn
this.
right and contact
Absolutely
ground.
floor it up the runway.
Wilco, Red Knight 378.
Flaps 5 should be fine.
Alaska 268. Ready for departure at runway 8 left. Departing straight out. Legend 1 heavy. Cross runway 13.
Crossing runway 13, Legend 1 heavy.
Let's see if we can do a rolling departure. Yes, there we go. Clear for takeoff. Let's do it.
060 at 12.
Calibrate real
Runway 8
quick.
left.
And away we go.
Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8 left, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
There's 89% on the M1.
Wind 060 at 12. Runway 8 right. Cleared for
A little bit
takeoff.
windy.
Cleared
12
for
knot
takeoff.
headwinds.
Runway 8 right. Flare 210.
140 approaching. Slowly pull back. A bit of right rudder.
Ready for departure at
And we're up.
departing south.
Gears coming up.
Alaska
Slowly let go of the rudder.
Runway 8 left. Clear to land.
And just continue straight ahead for now.
Clear to land. Runway 8 left. Alaska 3.
Nice takeoff. Right. Let's let the autopilot do its thing. 1,000 feet. Let's pitch down to 10 degrees. Oop. Come on. Just like rocket right now. Alright. Vertical speed doesn't want to do anything. Let's pitch down anyway with the vertical speed. There we go. 85% N1. Use that as our climb. Power.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Frequency change approved. Good day.
The KC, thank you so much for your service. Let's tune out of tower. 200 knots, flaps coming up. Turn the LNAV on. Let's just keep our speed at 220 right now. We've got another 737 3 miles ahead. We'll let them gain some distance. And then we'll continue to increase our speed. A little bit bumpy, actually. Slightly turbulent. Maybe it'll get more turbulent over the mountains as well. I'm not too sure. Very quick climb. The line's looking pretty huge for both runways, actually. Very busy looking down there. Yeah, map's looking kind of crazy. What's going on with this aircraft then? 256. Ground speed. Quite significantly faster than us, but they don't seem to be on the same route as us, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue. I'm at 2,500 feet per minute right now. There's 250. Let's bring the power back slightly and increase the vertical speed. A321, 8 miles ahead. See the 737 over there? That's a WestJet. Yeah, that's a WestJet. So Dan, will you be streaming from your new house then? No. No, I will not be streaming from the new apartment. This is going to remain the streaming area, right? And because the background's pretty cool and everything, right, as well. It's just probably best if it stays here. There we go. It's 10,000 feet. Let's lower the nose, increase the speed to 290 knots. Landing lights coming off. Seatbelts. Don't need those. It seems pretty smooth at the moment, so unless we get a significant amount of turbulence, that will be staying off. Looks like this A220 is actually coming right towards us, just off to our left. And the A350 as well. Looks like they're a mile apart. Look at this. It's quite the separation, I must say. Let's watch our speed here. Getting too carried away by watching these planes. There's 290. We'll climb at around 2,500 feet per minute for now then. We'll change the camera view as well to something pretty cool. We'll set this one up to be one of my favorites, especially with the 737. I think this is such a neat view. Looks super cool. Just looking over the dash like this. Over the glare shield, looks pretty nice. Then we'll do a wing view off to the left. Let's see. I think all of the nice scenery is going to be off the left for the most part, so it's a pretty nice view. We'll leave it at that. Maybe we'll go a bit closer to the engine. I like that. That's pretty cool. Right, let's answer and chat, shall we? Whilst we climb and continue on towards Calgary. Formation Flying Gonzo, they weren't a flight of 2, so I just think they were maybe a bit too close. John Wick said, I hope 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 full stream, so I'm happy to be here. Air Pilot Bro, happy to have you here. Dan, do you see Infinite Flight adding long-range private jets like the G7500? I mean, the thing is, I would love to see that. Right now, there aren't any discussions on that particular aircraft or that particular topic. Of course, we're working on the Challenger 350, but a longer-range private jet is pretty cool, and I would love to see it. So maybe in the future. Never say never. Relatively smooth conditions here. Scenery's looking pretty nice already, and we've only just taken off. The frequent flyer. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your flight to LA. Enjoy the A350. Canada is so nice when you arrive / depart from Vancouver. It is. It is. It's such a stunning area. How long have you been playing Infinite Flight for? I have genuinely been playing Infinite Flight since it was released. I was one day browsing the App Store many years ago, and I stumbled across Infinite Flight back in the day when it had the space shuttle. It had all the things that it doesn't have now. And I've been playing it ever since. Long time. Dan, is there going to be a rework of the Cessna Caravan? That would certainly be cool as well. I mean, the model itself is really nice. I would like to see it. I would like to see it. So, never say never. We'll see. Balakachini, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. I think you're going to be controlling on arrival. Someone wanted it, and well, now you're here, so I can only assume. We'll be using the Vesca 5-star. Moral of the story, make sure to always cut in line during events. Ansel, are you still on the ground? Ricky's aviation. Oh, nah, mate. Ain't going around. Yes. Yes, that was young me. At, I think that was Palm Springs, actually, yeah. Yeah, throwback. What are you playing on? This is... You're watching gameplay right now from a iPad Pro. Do you think the A380 and the 747 will get a rework? Well, James Aviation, lucky for you, the A380 is being reworked as we speak. There's, of course, no time frame and no date as to when that will come. But it's a work in progress, and it's currently undergoing. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. Looking forward to seeing that. 747, on the other hand, lost the poll, although it would be a nice airplane to see reworked in the future. Let's see if there's Matty, what's up? Welcome to the stream. what was it? Perplex? Yeah. It was Perplex. Lee, yeah, that's right. Tyler got Infinite Flight a couple of days ago, and I only just completed their longest flight. What was your flight, Tyler? Glad to have you as part of the Infinite Flight community. Air Pilot Bro, can't wait for the A380 rework. Same here, looking forward to it. It's going to be nice, and especially for the long haul, ultra long haul group flights, it will be an amazing aeroplane for these events in particular that we announce ahead of time. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Is the Challenger completely done now? Matty, good question. I mean, the thing is, this isn't from a dev perspective, but I'll tell you from sort of how I see it internally from a staff perspective. It's very close It's very close to being done. I'm sure Laura, I mean, it's still in beta testing. There's still definitely fixes for it. And those are busy being reported on the special beta category. Laura's working hard on the Challenger 350, and I'm sure it'll be near enough complete very, very soon. It's very close. I would say it's pretty much there. So hopefully it'll be with you soon. Seeing this once makes me want to get pro again. Brian, do it. You're missing out. Come and join these flights. Of course, you'd need to be grade 3, but that's another story. When will we see the 787 rework at Aviator Moyne? Not entirely sure. E-Coops, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. How much progress have you guys made on the A380? Enough. It's making, to be fair, the A380 is making solid progress. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Of course, stay tuned for work in progress shots. Those will happen at some point soon. But yeah, it's looking good. Let's just see what's going on here with the flight before I get too carried away. Let's lower our vertical speed. 1,800 feet per minute. Increase our mark to 0.78. View is looking very, very nice. Yeah, the A380 is coming along pretty nicely, so keep your eyes peeled for work in progress shots. IF England, what's up? Ricky's Aviation said, Dan, any long haul streams in the future? Hate to say it, but no. There won't be any long haul streams in the future, unfortunately. I mean, actually, to be fair, never say never, but let's put it this way. There's a very... I mean, they're very, very, very unlikely. Let's just leave it at that. IF England member for 2 months. Awesome stuff. Honestly, just need to get some college assignments out of the way, and it'll be the first thing that I do. Good luck on your college assignments, Brian. Those are definitely more important. Is it just me? When I'm landing the 757, the plane just dips down. My iPad is stationary. What it is. It shouldn't. Are you using trim and are you correctly calibrated? James's Aviation. The 757 is a pretty sensitive airplane in general anyway, and if you have the auto brakes on and armed, then of course when you land and the throttles are idle, when you touch down, these spoilers will activate and it will essentially slam the nose down anyway. That's what it's for. But yeah, trying to hold the nose off the ground, tilt the device back, maybe use a bit of positive trim to avoid the nose from slamming down. It's the same with the A320 and even the 737. A lot of planes, they you want a bit of trim, you want to keep the nose off the ground, add a bit of back pressure when flaring and touching down. Dan, you're so great. Thank you, Infinite Flight England. That must be great. Appreciate it. What's the longest flight that you're likely to stream? No Name 123. I don't know. The thing is, on my personal channel, I have done, I think it was like an 11.5-hour stream. I didn't do one like that since. If I'm completely honest with you, that was very draining, and it wasn't a waste of a day, but at the same time, it was. I don't find it very appealing sitting behind a screen for too long, doing nothing. That's why I took breaks on my own channel. The longest stream that we'd probably do is maybe 2.5, 3 hours at the most. Depends really what the route choices are when it comes to events. Dan, is there a chance the Caravan or SR22 getting fully reworked? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not fully reworked. Who knows? Set the trim to 40% on the 757 to avoid slamming the gear down. 40%? That's a bit excessive, Gonzo. What are you trying to do? Wheelie down the runway? I mean, if it works for you, then fair enough, but I would only use around 25, 30 at the most % trim. eCoop said, we need insert every possible feature here in Infinite Flight. That's right, eCoops. Yep. They're great prop planes, just a wonder though. Yeah, they are pretty nice. The 208 is actually one of my personal. I mean, I would definitely rate the 208 over the SR22. I've seen the 208 in person many times. It's such a cool aeroplane. It's a really, really nice aeroplane, the 208. CRJ200 slams the nose as well. It's all about the trim and the back pressure. Dan, where is Liv? Thanks for asking. Brilliant question. She is currently probably somewhere at 40,000 feet on her way to Seattle. I don't quite know where. I haven't been tracking her yet. I don't know. Maybe one of you could let me know. She's I think VS 105. I think it's a Dreamliner. My coffee's getting cold, so I want to drink it. I live shopping for rings. Yeah. I think you should drink the coffee, Dan. I'm almost there. I'm almost there, Ricky's Aviation. I'm almost there. I switched to view. There we go. Not much to see at the moment, actually. I'm sure there are definitely more snow-capped mountains coming up as we get closer to Calgary. We'll see. Over northern Canada. Nice. Thanks, Chris, for letting me know. Oh, no, that was actually a really good guess. VS-105, flight level 400, passing Canadian airspace. That was a complete guess that she was at 40,000 feet. She is. Oh, there we go. I guess I'm just even more amazing, even more of a legend. Dream job. My ultimate dream job is to be a commercial pilot. The likelihood of that happening is so slim. A, I'm not rich enough to pay for the training. That's a lot of money. I don't have a house to remortgage or any of the stuff that a lot of pilots tend to do. And my mum and dad won't pay for my training, which a lot of the pilots get, right? But yeah, that's my dream job. I would like to be a commercial pilot. Whether that happens or not, it's highly unlikely. But honestly, I love aviation, and I will happily settle for a private pilot's license at some point in my life. As long as I can get to my rocking chair when I'm an old man and say, that's it, I've flown a plane, I've got my license, then that's fine by me. My life will be complete. I would have been some sort of pilot in my lifetime. We're currently at flight level 350. Do you know what? That was the thing. It's the sad reality, and some people are really fortunate. Oh, we're actually really close to the aircraft ahead. I'm going to climb just 2,000 feet. How long we got till VNAV? 16 minutes. I'm just going to climb because we're getting very close to elite gaming ahead. When I was working at Gatwick and I used to work on the ramp, I would always go into the flight deck, sit down with the pilots, right, and I'd start a conversation. I would always, or when they were doing their walk around, whenever, I'd always say, just a question. It might be a little bit personal, but how did you fund training? And I'm not even joking. Around 98% of the time, they would say, my dad paid for my train, or my mum paid for my train. And I just stand there and think, thanks for the help, appreciate it. That's got me nowhere. I'm not lucky enough, unfortunately. The only thing is, you can take a loan for flight training, which, I mean, I feel a little bit uncomfortable getting a loan of maybe £100,000, because the only thing is, you're then paying so much money back over a long period of time. I value family and home time and all of that sort of stuff a lot more than personally taking a loan out for flying, because a £100,000 loan can get you a pretty nice deposit on a house, for example. There's my priorities, but there we go. I should have asked one of the pilots who adopts you. Nice. But yeah, taking a loan is pretty risky, especially if you fail all the exams. That wouldn't be fun, because then you'd be paying back a lot of money to the bank for nothing. So, yeah. For the rest of your life, literally. Time to start a GoFundMe. Yep. The thing is, I know a lot of us are in the same boat. And the thing is, there are going to be sponsorships, scholarships, all of this stuff coming up. So I would just say keep your options open. If you're not open financially to paying for they're financially to be able to pay for a full pilot's license, I'm pretty sure something will come up at some point in your lifetime. And it's okay. One thing I've come to terms with recently, in the last year or so, is that it's genuinely okay, because I used to get quite sad about this because it's a big dream, and honestly I don't think I'm going to be able to get it and reach it. But it's okay to not get it. If it's out of your reach, and the thing is, you should always say, oh, you know, follow your dreams, whatever, but genuinely sometimes, and you know, this sounds a bit low, but sometimes it isn't possible. I know everyone's like, follow your dreams, it's doable if you just follow your dreams and stay on track. That's fine. That's a good. The thing is, if you live on hope, you're not going to get anywhere. If you go to bed hoping that something's going to, if you wake up and you hope that something, hope this, hope that, hope this, nothing's going to change. You want to take action, right? I don't live on hope. I live on faith. That's just me. I don't hope for things. How did you get a job at Gatwick, Dan? Yeah, I basically just applied, and then I got a call the same day, and they was like, do you want the job? I was like, yeah. That's it. That was literally as easy as that. The thing is, Gatwick is always really short on staff, so it wasn't actually too difficult to get into Gatwick. It was literally like a one-day thing, and I was just in, just like that. So if you're looking to get a job at an airport, honestly, there's no harm in applying, because I can guarantee you, especially if you're in the UK, you'll most likely get it, because a lot of the airports have a shortage of staff. When's the giveaway? We have 11 minutes till... We can do that in a minute, actually. Let me see if I can set up Nightbot. Nightbot? Ricky's Aviation. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. Let me see if I can set up this giveaway. Right. Active user. No keywords. Channel members and regulars have the exact same amount of luck. We'll leave it at that. Active user, you will have an equal chance at winning this giveaway. British pilot, Infinite Flight, what's up? Welcome to the stream. When will 23.2 be released? Soon, TM. Oh, I say when, of course. What route are you flying? We're flying Vancouver over to Calgary. Right, anyway, so we'll do a giveaway now. The prize will be a month to Infinite Flight Pro. Of course, the way to enter this giveaway is super simple, even more simple than usual. You don't have to type a keyword. All you have to do is be active in the chat within the last 5 minutes. So you can type anything. You can just ask a question, anything. And you'll automatically be entered into the giveaway. It's as simple as that. But you have to be active within the past 5 minutes. There's no keyword, Chip. There's no keyword. All you have to do is be active. So just chat like usual. We're 9 minutes from the top of the 10. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗛 has been a member now. First officer member for 4 months. Yellow, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Might as well touch on that whilst we're here. If you're interested in becoming a channel member and gaining access to exclusive channel perks, then become a channel member today. All of the revenue generated by channel memberships goes directly straight towards the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. We do not benefit off the revenue whatsoever. You're essentially donating your membership money, the revenue, to help out a charity. So there we go. Pretty nice. You unlock some pretty cool perks, and of course you can fly with staff members privately at the beginning of every month, so it's a pretty cool perk. Of course, you don't have to go for the top tier perk. You can go for the basic perk, where you'll gain access to a highlighted name, for example, like you see those in the chat right now with a green name and the epaulet. The longer you're a channel member, the more stripes you'll get next to your name. The better your epaulet will get. So you soon enough be a captain if you really want to be. What airline would you like to fly for in real life? I really like the idea of being home every day. So I think I would most likely go short haul. And I'm not really too phased if I did ever get it, which airline. Like if Ryanair said, here's the job, I'd be like, okay, because flying's flying to me. But I would say EasyJet would be my go-to. Honestly, if I did get the opportunity to, I'd go for EasyJet because it's local to me. Just the more reasonable option, really, especially in terms of commuting. Should arrive in around 26 minutes from now. Let's see. Right, we've got 44 entries. We'll roll it in 1 minute's time. 1 minute, we'll go ahead and see who's won the giveaway. So we saw 2 C-17s at the local airport today. It was great. Pretty cool aeroplane. I had the opportunity to actually, of course, go up really close to one and go in the flight deck of one at Oshkosh last year. Really neat aeroplane, and it's such a cool way to get into the flight deck. You have to go up a ladder and then like through like a little corridor to get to the flight. Really, really cool aeroplane actually. Very old though. Very many buttons. A very complicated flight deck. I'll just say again very quickly as it's coming up at the end of this week, if you're just tuning into the stream and you're not yet aware, we are hosting an in-person community meetup at Zurich Airport this weekend, this Saturday on the 22nd. So definitely go check it out. It's pinned to the top of the forum website, community forum. Go to community.infiniteflight.com if you're interested in meeting myself and Cam in person this Saturday, the 22nd. I'll personally just be flying in for the day. Flight lands at around 9 AM and then I fly back at, I want to say 9 PM back to the UK. But yeah, it'd be cool to meet some of you if you're in the area or if you can book last minute flights and you want to hang out. If it interests you more, I will be bringing a demo device with the Challenger 350 on it. So if you want to have a go, then come along. Right, 52 entries. We'll go ahead and roll it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Chip. Congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. Are you still here? That's the most important part. Turn VNav on, actually. Have we got a center? Oh, we do have center. Oh, no. We're not in it yet. And we won't be in it for a while. Dan brings a demo device. Beta testers be like, this isn't new. Yeah, that's right, Chris. Yeah. I can hear Ted. constantly barking. I don't know if someone's at the door. There we go. Chip is here in the chat. Chip, if you could leave us with your Infinite Flight Community Forum name. Oh, you've already left it. Lucky RC. Okay, with that being said, expect a message from me on the forum after this stream, and we'll get a sub sorted out for you. With that being said, Ted is barking. I can't tell if someone just got home or if someone's knocking on the door. Oh well. What was I saying? Should we do another giveaway? I mean, let me know. We can always just not do one. That's fine. Are you sure that's not the PTU? Yeah, it's not the PTU. This is cool, but this is so cool, but I don't have a... Cullen, enter the giveaway. Just by chatting in the chat, you could win a month to Pro. So, to those of you who don't have it right now and you're watching, you could win a month to Infinite Flight Pro if you just say hello in the chat. Is your VNAV on? It is. 22 miles until we descend. Is there an airplane below me, sorry? No, there was one just ahead, 4 miles ahead. Hello in the chat, there we go. We'll roll it in a couple of minutes. All you have to do is type in the chat and be active within the last 5 minutes. Are you... Someone said, are you British? I'm British, yes. But I'm not British. Second is the charm. You're right, you might win. Who's attending the Cape Town flyout tomorrow? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly in overnight and then fly out in the evening. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to figure out a relatively long flight to get into Cape Town tomorrow. Because my MacBook charger decided to just stop working, so I have to go. I've got an appointment at Apple Blue Water tomorrow. To try and sort it out. I think I've got warranty, so they should give me a free charger. That's what I'm hoping, because I really don't want to spend £50 on a MagSafe charger. It's just ridiculous. But there we go. Dan revealing where he lives. If you really want to know where I live very close. Are you streaming Cape Town? No. Do you need a wire or a plug? I need the MagSafe wire. It's fine because I can use a USB-C right now to charge the MacBook for the time being. Hopefully, I can just replace the MagSafe part tomorrow. If you really want to know where I live very close. I'll give you a hint. I live on an old, or what used to be an old World War II airfield near a town called Maidstone. And then, of course, Liv and I, we've got our first apartment, which is amazing, and that's in Bournemouth. So quite the way. But yeah, moving to Bournemouth, which is a pretty nice area. Pretty cool place. But my office will remain here, so I'm just going to be back between the two all the time. Kent wings. Are you going to do it up, though? What do you mean I'm going to do it up? Congratulations, when you moving? Move date's actually technically already started. It's just a case of furnishing the place before we fully move in there. Westmalling. Oh yeah, I'm very close to Westmalling. I'm very close to Westmalling. Leaky Dan. Dan is going to get papped now when he goes to shops. Yeah, I live close to Westmalling. Right, 47 entries. Let's go ahead and roll it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who the winner is. James's Aviation channel member. Congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. There we go. Let me know if you're here, of course. We're currently descending. Let's see if we can contact center soon. Danny, streaming Cape Town? Robin, no, I'm not. No. Not tomorrow. Like I say, I have to go to the shops. I have to go to Apple tomorrow to try and get a new charger. Then after that, I have quite a bit of work to do. So a stream isn't part of that, unfortunately. I have it. James's Aviation. If you already have Pro, winning the sub will simply extend your subscription. So, I mean, if you don't want it, then we can, of course, re-roll it and give it to somebody else, unless you would like to claim it and extend your subscription. It's entirely up to you. I'll have it. I'm trying to land my plane. There we go. James's Aviation has claimed the prize. Congratulations to James. What is your forum username, James? Scenery's looking nice again. Headcorn Aerodrome and Infinite Flight. You want us to add that in 3D? Is that what you're saying? Come on, James, be nice. How do I get it? Your Infinite Flight community forum name is your community forum name. If you don't have a community forum name, then just let us know your Discord username with the hashtag and the numbers. Then we can get in touch on there if you're a member of the Discord server. And of course, if you're not there, then you can alternatively leave us your Instagram username with the little @ at the front and your full Instagram name. You're in the next fair space. Please contact Edmonton Centre on 129.00. Check in. We're checking in. Request descent, although we're already descending.
November Tango Heavy. Request frequency change. Flare 357. Radar contact.
Edmonton Center, Flare 006 Heavy, with you at 30,100.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Requesting descent via Vespa 5 arrival.
Dynasty 001.
Anshul, did you... Why are you in an F-22 now? Did you give up on departure?
Calgary International. Flare 006 Heavy. Radar contact. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Proceed as requested. Yep. Wilco, a little bit bumpy up in here. Let's go ahead and turn the seatbelts on, shall we?
India Mike Oscar November Tango Heavy. Stay on my frequency.
Ta-da, magic. Yes, very magic, Anshul, very magic. Please send to the map. I know that's really triggering to a lot of people. Maidstone seems like a pretty far drive from Bournemouth. It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's quite substantial. But I won't be doing the commute all the time. I'll be commuting when I need to stream. Have we got approach? No, we don't. I'm just going to go ahead and request approach with centre then. Balacaccini's on it, yeah. Request approach, Calgary. We want to go in 17 right on the ILS. Dan just got a 1-month YouTube membership from someone. Thanks to anyone who gifted the membership. King of the Skies, welcome to the channel as a channel member. Unable to provide service to the airport, proceed on course. Okay, no worries at all. Proceeding.
Proceed on course. Dynasty 001. Proceed as requested.
Ah, cool.
001.
Okay, James Aviation, apologies for the slight delay there. Let me see. I'll take a photo. I'll get in touch with you on Discord after... my camera's not working now. Let me see. I'll get in touch with you on Discord later this evening. If you are not a member of the Discord server, then what I'll do, or maybe I'll do this either way, if your DMs aren't open to everyone, I'll send you a friend request on Discord. With my name on there is just 𝗠𝗛𝗠𝗡𝗟. And we'll just follow it up on there and get your sub later this evening for you. No approach, definitely going to be chaos. Yeah, it definitely will be.
Flare 773 is 12 nautical miles north of Turner Valley at 10,600 feet. Requesting GPS approach runway 17 right at Calgary International.
Can you please unban me from Discord? As much as I would love to, I'm sure there was a legitimate reason why you were banned by probably a mod, so I guess you can always try to appeal that by reaching out to one of the moderators. I'm on Discord and friends open. Okay, James, no worries at all. Expect a message later this evening after this stream. Dan, what did you do at Gatwick again? Nothing. I left Gatwick quite a while back. I left Gatwick back in August, but I was a ramp agent at London Gatwick Airport for EasyJet.
Air Canada 236, with you at 35,000. WestJet 104, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Edmonton Center on 129.0.
Quite bumpy now.
Air Canada 236, radar contact. WestJet 10.
Damn, my channel got 25,000 views. Awesome stuff. Congrats. It's pretty nice. Pretty cool number.
November 376 Hotel Mike is 4 nautical miles southwest of Calgary International at 7,700 feet. Requesting flight following the Vancouver.
Did you connect stairs to the aircraft? I was actually just about to. I was literally just about to do my step training at London Gatwick, and then I quit. So no, I didn't get the chance to do steps, but I drove like the belt and the little buggies or whatever.
Continue as far. November 376 Hotel Mike.
November 376 Hotel Mike. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Climb and maintain 9,000. November 376.
Any more giveaways? No, not today. Come back to a future stream to participate in more giveaways. Do you use phone or PC? Right now you're watching gameplay from an iPad, but this is all going through a PC. It's literally I'm streaming from this right here.
Flare 805. Contact Calgary approach on 123.85.
It's really bumpy. Turbulence is insane.
Approach on 123.85. Hotel Bravo Charlie Romeo Whiskey. WestJet 104 is 18 nautical miles northeast of Fairmont Hod at 32,400 feet. Request emails approach runway 17.
Where are we flying to next?
210.
How do you connect your iPad to the PC and stream? I use an Elgato capture card. You can also use like screencasts and stuff like that, but using a physical card is definitely the better option. Will the newest version of the iPad mini run infinite flight well? Yeah, the iPad mini is actually pretty nice. Jason has one, used it at Oshkosh. It held up really nice for infinite flight. It's pretty cool, actually. If I could get an iPad mini, I would go and get one, but it doesn't really appeal to me when I have, like, however many other iPads. There's no point in me getting another one. I was going to say something. I completely forgot what I was going to say. It's really going to frustrate me now. Oh, any updates on the hand cam? Baller Mike, good question. I would love to bring the hand cam back soon. The overlays and the visuals that we have that include the hand cam currently aren't working, or should be working. There was an issue with the Infinite Flight API at the time, which I believe has been resolved. So Kai, one of our developers, is going to have to work on a live overlay with the latest version of the API to get that working. So I'll try and follow that up soon. We're coping fine without it for now. I think in general, a stream overhaul would look cool. We've stuck with the same look for quite a while now, so I personally think something that looks a little bit different to what you're looking at right now would spice things up and look a little bit nicer. So maybe at some point soon we'll completely switch up how the streams look as well. That'd be nice.
Flare 357. Do not exceed 270 knots.
Okay, down to 270 knots.
Do not exceed 270 knots.
As far as it goes, you're about to camera matches the turbulence in the game. Does it? It does. Kind of, yeah. The next flights will be... if you, of course, haven't viewed the forum, you're not a member of Discord. We haven't posted it on social media yet, but it's there, it's up and public. The next flight that I'll be doing, group flight, will be Washington to Istanbul. It's already published on the forum. If you'd like to find out more about that, then click the link in the description to visit the forum or visit community.infiniteflight.com. It's a long-haul overnight flight, take around 9 hours at the most, maybe 9 hours 30 minutes. We'll be departing this Thursday at 11 p.m. UK time.
Contacting Calgary approach on 123.85.
2200 Zulu.
Edmonton Center, X-ray Tango Mike Hotel Oscar, with you at 34,300.
Not too long then.
Dynasty 001. Do not exceed 270 knots.
Saying we have 9 minutes and 55 until we arrive.
101. Turn left heading 340. Descend and maintain 12,000.
After that, maybe we'll fit a group flight, not a group flight, sorry, a flash flight in later this week. That'll be pretty fun. We'll do a flash flight. We'll try to do a flash flight a little later on this week before the Zurich meetup on Saturday. After that, the week after, we then have the Addis Ababa, I think that's how you pronounce it, fly-in, which is cool. It's going to be a fun one. I won't be around for that. I will be in Greece. But that's the next official event after that. I can imagine next week will be a relatively quiet week because I won't be here. Oh! 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 No! No! No, 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 no! Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up! Go, go, go! Up, 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 up. That was close. I just saved us all there. As you can see, we're at 10,500 feet, and we nearly went over speed. That was close, right? Over to approach. Let's continue our descent. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Over to approach. Are we on approach? We're on approach. Calgary. 17 right. IS. Whereabouts in Greece are you going? Going to Rhodes on the 25th.
Air Canada 3212. Please follow instructions. Flare 773. Report airport inside.
Turn left heading 340. Descend and maintain 7,000. Flare 101.
Flare 210. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 17.
One of the best places in Greece. One, without a doubt, Rhodes is awesome. Going there twice this year, so really looking forward to it. The next one should be, the next one's in August, so it should be a lot warmer. Continuous file, expect the ILS approach 17 right at Calgary International. Let's do it! We're descending quite quick.
Flare 357. Continue as filed. Expect the Isles approach runway 17 right at Calgary International.
Airport in sight. Flare 773. Roger. Flare 357.
Flare 773. Clear to approach runway 17 right.
Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer.
Jake's Aviation is going to Zante. Awesome. Zante's, I mean, depends where you're going in Zante. It's okay. Went there last year. I think if you rent a car and go towards the north of the island and visit the shipwreck and that sort of area, it's a pretty cool place. And Turtle Island as well is pretty nice. If you rent a boat, that's very fun. You should go to Santorini. Yeah, I'd like to go to Santorini. It's quite expensive though. It's quite expensive. And I can't really justify spending that much on a place full of white houses. It's just Greece. It's just Greece again, 2.0. We just like roads, to be honest with you. Yeah, Santorini does seem a little bit overrated. I think, especially because it's famous for its sunsets, I believe. And you have to queue up ages just to see the sunset. And then what if you go and the weather's not good? What a bummer that would be.
Hotel Alpha November Sierra is 11 nautical miles northwest of Turner Valley at
Looks like
14
Chris
feet.
just landed.
Requesting visual approach any runway of Calgary International.
Did you catch the Royal Bahrain flight at Heathrow, the 747 VIP? I didn't. Oh no, so I didn't see it land, but I was at the airport the next day. Actually, I was at Heathrow, and I was on. Here, I've got a photo of it actually.
Turn right heading 050. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Let's see. Don't want to crash or get any violations at the same time. But yeah, I did see it. I didn't really know who the aircraft belonged to at the time.
Sierra.
Flare 210.
But it was a pretty cool catch.
Mike Alpha Echo Romeo Oscar is 27 nautical miles northeast of Paramount.
You don't see 747s very often anymore, so it's pretty cool to see.
Requesting ILS approach any runway of Calgary International.
Flare 210. Turn left heading 340.
Turn left heading 340. Flare 210.
Mike Alpha Echo Romeo Oscar. Continue as filed. Expect the Isles approach runway 17 right.
Right, let's start to concentrate here.
Roger.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Turn left 340, descend and maintain 7,000.
Maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000 feet.
Mike Alpha Echo Romeo Oscar.
Down we go then.
Edmonton Center on 129.
Turn those landing lights on.
Contacting Edmonton Center on 129.0. Mike Alpha Echo Romeo Oscar.
Flare 101. Turn right heading 360.
Turn right heading 360. Flare 101.
Flare 357. Do not exceed 220.
Keep our speed around 250 for now. In fact, how far ahead is the aircraft in front? It's not telling me how many miles. Can't quite see.
Exceed 220 knots. Flare
JWB, what's up? Welcome.
Legend 1 heavy. Continue as filed. Expect the Isles approach runway 17.
This looks like a pretty cool air, actually. These streets look really, really unique. It looks like a maze. Pretty cool design. Look at this. Pretty unique, right?
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha
Turn left
November.
330.
Heading 330.
Turn left heading 330. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Flare 357. Turn left heading 340. Descend and maintain 7,000. Air Canada 3212. Turn
Oh, they're
right
rich
heading
neighborhoods, apparently.
070.
Turn right heading 070. Air Canada 3212.
Calgary approach. Victor Papa Alpha November Tango. With you at 14,500.
Look at the scenery off to our left.
Papa Alpha November Tango. Radar contact.
Looking good.
Approach request.
A lot of dots over there in the sky.
Alpha November Tango.
A lot of
17
arrivals.
miles northwest
A
of
lot of
Turner
aircraft
Valley
heading
at
towards
14,200 feet. Requesting
Calgary. Is that
visual
208?
approach any runway of
Is that
Calgary
208 taking
International.
off?
Flare 210.
Unless it's glitching. I'm not too sure. It looked like it was taking off in the opposite direction. I don't think it is.
Turn right heading 070. Descend and maintain 6,000. Flare 210.
Victor Papa Alpha November Tango. Continue
We use some
as
flaps
filed.
soon. Still going quite fast, so it's not needed. We'll center the map.
7 right at Calgary International. Flare 210. Do not exceed
See what's going on.
220 knots.
Should be able to
Roger.
fit in behind Flare 210 just ahead. Still not too sure how far ahead they are though.
Flare 210.
Approach do their thing. Do not exceed 230 knots. As I mentioned it. There we go. Let's slow down to 230.
Western Isles approach runway 17 left of Calgary International.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Do not exceed 230 knots.
Do not exceed 230.
It's quite bumpy.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Maybe a windy landing. We'll see. Most likely going to slam it. Throw your predictions in the chat right now. Is it going to be a smooth landing? Or is it going to be an absolutely horrific landing? I think it's going to be an absolutely horrific landing because 737 is quite hard to land smoothly, but there we go. Don't forget to flare. Great one, Gonzo. Very funny. Very funny. Any whips? No, there aren't any work in progress shots in this stream, unfortunately. You need to do a hard landing. That's what the airline's for. So from what I've gathered in this stream so far, everyone's saying that it's a very delayed airline, and everyone's saying that they land very hard. Is this Ryanair, but like the Canadian version?
Maintain 6,000 until established on the
Let me know.
localizer. Clear aisles, runway 17 right approach.
Turn right heading 140. Maintain 6,000.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Turn right 070, descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Maintain 6,000.
Turn right heading 070, descend and maintain 6,000. Alpha Victor
Down to 6,000.
Flare 101. Turn right heading
We lose luggage.
070.
Turn right heading 070.
Down to
Flare
6,000 we go.
101.
Air Canada 3212. Turn left heading 040.
Turn left heading 040. Air Canada 3212.
Victor Papa Alpha November Tango. Turn left heading 340. Descend
Imagine the
and
Challenger
maintain
350 spawning right next to you where you park. And so as cool as that would be, I'm currently on a public build of Infinite Flight. This isn't a beta build, so I wouldn't be able to see you. And if I could, well, that's just another whip shot, I guess.
maintain 7,000. Flare 479.
Let's set the ILS for 17 right.
Turn right heading 070. Air Canada 3212.
Set nav 1.
Heading 340. Descend and maintain 6,000. Victor
Yep,
Papa
on the
Alpha
RTM build.
November
Silly
Tango.
you.
Flare 210. Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 5,000. Maintain
Now,
5,000
what view should we land with? Should we land with the HUD view, which is what we're in right now, or should we land in the cockpit view?
Air Canada
Let me know in the chat.
turn right heading
Which view?
100.
I should be able to land maybe slightly smoother with the HUD view, the one we're in right now. This one will be slightly more challenging, but
Descend
you
and
guys can
maintain
decide.
5,000. Maintain 5,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 17 right.
tail view. No, that wasn't an option, Anshul.
Legend Alpha Victor
There we go.
Turn right
Turn right 140, just to maintain 6,000 to establish on the localizer. 17 right. Okay, cool. Right. We're good to go. Everyone is saying cockpit. So yeah, let's go in the flight deck then. We'll try and land like this, shall we?
heading 340.
We'll see how it goes.
Maintain 6,000.
Right, let's concentrate, shall we? We'll keep the turn coming. It's quite windy as well. I honestly think I'm going to slam this landing.
Air Canada 3212. Turn right heading 200. Descend and
Not too sure where the air. This is a bank angle. It is insane.
on the localizer. Cleared aisles, runway
Where's the runway at? It's over there.
Flare 101.
Let's start slowing down, shall we? Let's get some flappage in here.
Turn right heading 200.
To 180 for now.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Maintain 6,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 17 left. Air Canada 3212. Descend and maintain
15 flaps.
7,000.
Boom.
Flare 101.
See the runaway.
Contact Calgary Tower on 118.7.
Kind of cool, actually. You just have to follow this road and it'll take you right to the runway.
Tower on 118.7. Flare 210.
Line right lead Alpha Golf to the left north of the right northwest and turn valley at 13,700 feet.
It's so bumpy as well. This is going to be an awful landing. Right, okay. Over to tower then. Thank you. Carwinder, I appreciate the service. Just concentrate then.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha.
There we go, over to Calgary Centre. Centre Tower, sorry, on 118.70. Send in the switch. Full inbound landing on that ILS for 17 right. It's quite bumpy.
210. Number 1. Runway 17
I watched Dan forget his gear. Running joke.
Number 1.
Running joke.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha
Number 2
November.
cleared to land.
Number 2.
Okay, right. Okie dokie. Let's turn the autopilot off. See if we can do this. Right, I'm going to fully concentrate now. So. Ground speed's like 140-ish. We'll go full flaps. We're quite light, but we'll go full flaps because it's quite windy. We want to ideally land and stop as soon as possible and vacate the runway. So even if it's a slow landing,
Calgary Tower.
full flaps then. Once they're extended, we'll drop the gear.
Miles to the north at 6,100 feet. Inbound for landing.
There they are.
Requesting runway 17 left. Clear 210. Request frequency change.
Ground speed really, really slow actually. Oh, let's increase the airspeed here. The wind has just dropped off. 6 knots now. Maybe it'll be a smooth one.
Runway 11 and contact ground. Wilco. Clear 210. Air Canada 3212. Number 1. Runway 17 left. Clear to land. Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 17 left. Air Canada 3212.
Flaps 40 is rarely used. Is it really? Let's go up to flaps 30 then. Learn something new every day.
Runway 17 right.
1000.
Victor Papa Alpha November Tango. Number 2. Traffic to follow is on final.
Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Victor Papa Alpha November Tango.
Victor Papa Alpha November Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Thank you. Good day.
Number 2, clear to land.
Alrighty,
Runway
let's just
17
concentrate
right.
here. Rowan,
Victor Papa
thank you.
Alpha November Tango.
$400.
11 knot headwind. It'll be 50 feet over the threshold. Aim for that.
Calgary Tower. Flare 101.
200.
Inbound on the ILS runway 17 right.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Flare 101. Number 2.
Oh, we are
runway
flaring it.
17 right. Clear to land.
Oh yeah, floater. We're down though. Maybe a tail strike, I'm not sure, but we're down.
Number 2.
That was a terrible landing. Right, let's vacate to the left if we can, unless we... Oh, ouch, that hurt my ears. We can vacate here. Damn right, I'm going to vacate here.
Departing south.
Air Canada 9300. Hold
See.
short of runway 17
Bit of a tight
right.
turn, but we'll vacate. Ow. Nice and sharp, drifting it off.
Runway 17 right. Air Canada 9300.
Oh, what's that? You see the replay? Yeah, we'll watch the replay. I mean, at least it didn't have to be a go-around. We still touched down just in time. Just in time. If we'd exceeded... That was quite the flare and float, if I'm honest with you. If we'd exceeded the touchdown zone, I definitely would have gone around. But there we go. Flaps coming up. Not too sure. I think see where we park. I'll just wing it with the parking. Cross the runway.
Legend
Probably go
180.
right
Number
here.
1. Runway 17 left. Clear to land.
Number 1. Clear to land.
Follow the flare ahead.
7 left. Left 17.
I did take the flare a little bit too serious, yeah. The Gonzo told me to flare. There we go. Okay, right, let's contact ground. Request taxi to parking.
Alpha Victor Delta
There you go,
Alpha
taxi to
November.
parking at discretion.
Taxi to parking.
Cool.
At your discretion.
Apple. thank you for your service here as well. Gonzo, it's all your fault. Honestly, it is. Everyone blame Gonzo. Alright. Speed up this taxi then.
Calgary ground. Victor Papa Alpha November Tango. Request taxi to parking. Thank you. Good day.
Everyone's
Victor
slamming
Papa
Gonzo in the
Alpha
chat
November
now.
Tango.
Victor Papa Alpha November Tango. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxi into parking. Victor Papa Alpha November
Might as well ask
Tango.
Apple, the controller, to get your new MacBook charger, yeah. To be fair, it was a pretty nice flight overall, and we landed just 2 minutes late.
Alpha Victor Delta
Estimated
Alpha
flight time was around 1 hour, and we landed with around 1 hour, 2 minutes flight time. So there we go. 2 minutes behind schedule. I'll just try and find a gate here.
Alpha Victor
Park it
Delta
up.
Alpha November. You're welcome.
I didn't work in progress shots today. Aviator Booney, no, not today.
Wilco. Fair 101. Mike Alpha
Make a
Tango,
right turn here.
Yankee.
Right turn, left turn. What am I saying?
Calgary ground. Fair 101.
Coffee's wearing off.
Request taxi to parking. Fair 101. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Taxi into parking. Fair 101.
Park on the right. ATC, no, they just said you're welcome on frequency or something. Throw it in this gate here. Hopefully we don't take the wing off that other 737. We actually might do. No, we won't. We'll be alright. It's very close though. See if we can stop there. Let's do the cone challenge. Let's do the cone challenge. How about that? Stop. Let's stop. Right, okay. Cone challenge. It's on the forum. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be a very successful cone challenge, but we'll soon find out. Let's turn on the APU really quickly. Let fire up, and then we'll turn the engines off. Forgot to do that. Let's see, shall we? Cone challenge. Is it going to be on the centre line? Probably not. No. I wasn't really concentrating, if I'm honest. Engine 1 and 2. Let's turn those off. Turn the beacon light off. Let's see if the cone... I really don't think it's going to be, but let's see if it's on... I can see the APU slightly off anyway. It's definitely not going to be on the centre line. Just wait a second. Let's just wait. No, I mean... Yeah, but no, it doesn't count. It's not there. It's still slightly off centre. So there we go. I flopped. I completely failed that challenge. Anyway, with that said, let's go ahead then and connect the bridge. It's creeping towards us. It's about to come eat the side of the plane. And then we'll go ahead and watch the replay. How about that? We'll watch the takeoff. And then we'll watch the landing in the replay.
Ready for pushback with information hotel. Requesting runway 17 right.
Just turn off the seatbelts. We'll just leave it at that. Let's pretend it's on a return flight and another crew are going to go and take over the aircraft. Let's see then. With that said, let's go ahead and back out. We got 794 XP. 1 hour and 2 minutes flight time. See you in a second. My aim for the flight actually just crashed, so the timing was pretty good. Stretch. Let's see Gonzo's creation. Let's see what's Gonzo's fault come to life. To let the replay load in. Whilst we're doing that, I'll go ahead and get the channel membership shout-outs ready. Dun, 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 dun.
Vancouver Airport. Addis Information Lima. Time 1404 Zulu. Wind 100 at 11. Visibility 20. Temperature 4. Dew point 4. Altimeter
Memberships.
298 Mars. No pattern work allowed.
Current level,
No
Captain
light
Superfan.
aircraft
Cool, lovely
accepted
stuff. Right, let's go ahead and watch the takeoff.
Departures only. Use of WestJet 104. Wind 060 at 1.
I think it was a pretty nice takeoff. Let's see.
Takeoff. Runway 8 right. Flare 210.
Nice. Nicely done.
Alaska 34.
Let's watch it from the free cam perspective. Hold on a minute. Let's watch it from here. Let's get the free cam. Let's say here we'll do. Maybe around here.
Flare 210. Wind 060 at 12. Runway 8 right. Cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 8 right. Flare 210.
Vancouver Tower, Charlie Foxtrot Golf Tango Yankee, ready for departure at runway 12, departing south.
Alaska
Shame the landing wasn't like that.
Number
Let's
1.
watch the landing then.
Runway 8 left. Cleared to land. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha.
Number 2. clear
Airport
to
should load
land.
in just a second.
Runway 17 right. Victor Papa Alpha November Tango.
There we go. This was actually a really bad landing. Let's see.
Tower. Flare 101. Inbound.
Alright, okay, here we go. Let's see.
Flare 101.
Oh, look, just over-flared it. I really did flare, and I held it off, and yeah, it was quite good. Basically wheeling down the runway. Oh well, it could have been far worse, if I'm honest. Could have been a lot worse. Where's tower? It's tower. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was really close to being an absolute greaser, to be fair. Let's go ahead and give a shout-out to our captains and superfans. Yeah, slam the nose gear. Shout-out to Owen, FN60 FPS, Joshua Nelson, A320 Flyboy 19, Lucas, Tyler Flake, Dark Serpent Gaming, Captain Sky Marshall, Simon Webber, Grab, Not Cabinet, Jinko, Nick Marston, Gonzo, Gonzo, the one who made us do a really bad landing today, Ponzo47, Aviator Griff, Butter Zero, Josh K, Golf Hotel Alpha Zulu Bravo, and Crazy B. There's the wheelie of a landing. That's the end of this stream. Take care, everyone, as always. We'll see you in the next stream. Enjoy this week of infinite flighting, and we'll see you in the next stream, as always.
Alpha November. When able, turn left.
Goodbye.
Cross runway 11 and contact